If humanity was forced to leave Earth and settle on another planet, where would we go? Mars seems promising, and it's close. But if you actually needed to survive there, well, good luck. Mars will freeze you, suffocate you, nuke your DNA with radiation, and crush your dreams under a dusty red sky. It's not Earth 2.0. It's a slow-motion death trap. Surely, there has to be another place out there for us. Today, we'll look at 6 of the most promising exoplanets and see which one could become our new home. We'll start with the closest, Proxima Centauri b. It's only 4.24 light-years away and orbits in its star's habitable zone. In case of a disaster, this planet would make for a great, quick getaway, right? Not so fast. 4 light-years is still an incredible distance. The fastest object humanity has ever built is NASA's Parker Solar Probe. If you could travel in it, it would take you about 6,500 years to reach Proxima b. So let's just say huge advancements in engineering and cryogenics were finally able to deliver you and your crew. You're about to start a new civilization. The first thing you notice after you touch down is how dim and red your new sun is. This star is Proxima Centauri, a red dwarf 7 times smaller than our sun. The planet is tidally locked, meaning one side is always day, and the other is always night. The day side is scorching hot, while the night side is freezing cold. But you're smart. You landed in the Terminator Zone, the area between day and night, where it's a balmy 15 degrees Celsius. As you explore, the ground crunches beneath your feet. You're safe in your pressurized suit, which is good, because the atmosphere is unbreathable way too much carbon dioxide. Take your helmet off, and it's game over. Now, you need shelter. Red dwarf stars are violent and can send massive bursts of radiation your way. Building a solar storm shelter is your first priority. After a week, your crew has set up a basic habitat covered with soil for insulation. For power, you use wind turbines. When a flare alarm sounds, you run to the radiation bunker you dug underground. By the end of the first month, you have a second hub and a small greenhouse growing potatoes and algae. The first few months are a lot of engineering and strict rationing. But soon, you start exploring further. By the end of year 1, you're finally settled. You have living quarters, a lab, a power grid, a radiation shelter, and a greenhouse. Your outpost may be ugly and dusty, but it works. You live in a ribbon of twilight between fire and ice. Centuries later, the settlement has grown. Your descendants have used oxygen generators to make the atmosphere breathable for short periods, but they still have to worry about solar flares, and the constant radiation has taken its toll on the population. Proxima b is a success, but let's explore other worlds. Next up, Trappist 1e. This exoplanet is 40 light-years away and only slightly smaller than Earth. It orbits an ultra-cool red dwarf star called TRAPPIST-1 and has 6 other Earth-sized neighbors. Luckily, TRAPPIST-1e is in the Goldilocks zone, meaning it could have liquid water. You've touched down on the most Earth-like planet in the neighborhood. As you step onto the soil, you can see the other 6 TRAPPIST planets in the sky, just like you see the moon from Earth. You're living in an eternal sunset. The weaker gravity, about 90% of Earth's, makes your movements feel graceful. Just like Proxima b, this planet is tidally locked, so you land in the Terminator Zone. The temperature is just a few degrees above freezing. Your first priority is life support. The atmosphere could be breathable, but you keep your helmet on for now. You need to test the air first. The great news? TRAPPIST-1e has water, with an oxygen-rich atmosphere, water, and gorgeous views. This planet is a great contender for Earth 2.0. You set up your habitat near a water source and start filtering it. You also set up a greenhouse with LED lights to supplement the dim sunlight. And yes, you still need a radiation shelter. This star also spews out violent radiation bursts. After the first month, you're confident you can make it work. Your camp grows into a larger, radiation-shielded habitat powered by a nuclear source. And the best news yet, the atmosphere is safe. If the air or soil were toxic, you'd have seen effects by now. You might even start taking off your helmet for short periods. For the first time, you consider you might not be alone. You start testing the water for microbial life. A century later, the human population has grown to several hundred. More ships have arrived from Earth, bringing new settlers and equipment. There are now multiple settlements across the planet. You've succeeded again, but there's still that pesky issue of solar flares. Let's not settle just yet. This next world is K2 to 18b, one of the most exciting exoplanets ever discovered. It's 120 light-years away in the habitable zone of a red dwarf. It's a super-Earth, about 2.6 times the size of our planet. The hope is that it's covered in oceans. The worst-case scenario, it's a mini Neptune with a thick, unbreathable atmosphere. But here's the exciting part. Scientists have detected a chemical that, on Earth, is only produced by marine life. This could be a major clue that we're not alone. If you were to settle here, you might not land on solid ground. So, what do? You build a floating habitat, an alien cloud city hovering above the cloud tops. Alright, let's look at another one, Kappa 186f. This planet made history as the first Earth-sized exoplanet found in its star's habitable zone. That's where the good news kind of ends. It orbits a small, cool red dwarf at the outer edge of the habitable zone, receiving only a third of the sunlight Earth gets. Without a thick atmosphere, it's likely a frozen world. That dim sun also means solar panels are out. You'd have to rely on nuclear generators. Plus, it's 500 light-years away. No resupply missions, no turning back. And if you think that's far, our next stop is 1,200 light-years away. Kepler-62f is a super-Earth orbiting an orange dwarf star. It's much colder than Earth, but if it had a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere, it could trap enough heat to be temperate. Your best bet would be to settle near the equator on the day side. It would take a lot of terraforming, but this frozen world might have what it takes. Let's swing by a different neighborhood. Toy 700 is a quiet red dwarf just 100 light-years away that isn't constantly trying to cook you. The standout planet here is TOI 700d, which is in the habitable zone. It's slightly larger than Earth and gets about 86% of the sunlight we do. Perfect, right? The only hiccup is that it's tidally locked. But you know the drill. Head for the Terminator zone. The big unknowns here are the atmosphere and weather. It could be friendly, or it could be a toxic soup with supersonic winds. We also haven't confirmed any water. All these alien worlds have potential, and there are plenty more out there to explore. But it's a lot of effort just to not die. You'd be building an entire civilization in a place where everything wants you dead. It's a tough job, but someone has to do it. Thanks for watching.